Check, check, check. Hello, hello, hello. You heard me. Kind of low and muffled. Really? That should not be the case. Also metallic. I see. Okay. Can you still hear me? Is there any difference? Uh, now... This is ridiculous. Yeah, I don't even hear anything now. Yeah, it's the same mic. More like El Perro. Okay, how does it sound now? I turned off the sound capture. A little better, but still kind of low. That's weird. I have the audio settings all the way up. Emperor of Cheese, how do I sound? Do I sound very good right now? You sound like you are the Apollo 13 relaying messages to Houston. That's not good. I can't wait to re-listen to this after the stream, though. I'm still here. I am currently troubleshooting this. I told you guys the Switch has audio issues. No, I'm using a capture card with the Switch, and the capture card is messing with the audio. This is why you freaking emulate everything. Never had a problem with doing an emulation stream. Yeah, I don't think that'll work, Nemo. Do you guys really like? Do you think it's using a different microphone on something else to pick up sound? Is that why? Because I'm like right up next against my mic right now talking. Hello, 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 hello. I don't. I don't think the Switch has a microphone, you know. The first hello was close. Okay. It's better. I haven't changed anything. I did turn off my second monitor. I don't think that has a microphone. Do, do, do. I don't even like. Even if I don't capture audio from the Switch, I don't really care all that much. But if my microphone is messing up, that's a problem. Well, now I can hear the Switch. I, I can hear the Switch just fine now. Can you guys hear it? When I'm looking on here and it's coming up on the audio channel. Okay. So if I can just figure out the microphone, this should be okay. Don't guys, don't use Elgato software. It does something to your PC. Yeah, this microphone is good despite how the stream is displaying it. We will. I'm gonna. I am determined to figure this out. We are going to stream something. I'm not giving up. Well, you see, I wasn't. I wasn't sure about playing Animal Crossing. I put that in there because I thought maybe I'd get a couple. Like I would trick people into coming into the stream, and then I'd play something else. But then all of this happened. Yeah, I know. I'm a grifter. I like to think of that as a strategic deception. Now, let's figure out why my mic is doing this. Okay, I just listened back to some of the audio on the actual stream, and it sounds like I'm in a very shady Zoom call. Like the government, I might be on a government list, and I have to do it from a clandestine location. I don't I don't know what possibly could have changed. Other than I know I opened Elgato's sound capture software and I just totally shut it off and like used Task Manager to end it, and now all the sound is back. Um, I'm going I'm going to try the Game Capture HD software. Okay, so let's see if this breaks anything. Okay, so I'm not running Elgato's any of their software, and I'm still getting video, and I'm still getting audio for the Switch. I feel like this should not be happening. Okay, in OBS, does it give you multiple audio sources? Well, I actually. Hang on. I'm going to remove this mic and then speak again.
It was about to work? Is it still testing? Okay, does it still work? Please let me know, does it still work? Okay. I don't sound like a shady guy um, ordering porn over the phone, right? Do I sound okay? Why'd you say oops? Did it? You still? Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't mind caps. It's okay. Okay, can you also hear the switch? Okay. Yes. Okay. Awesome. So, everybody, welcome to the Industrial Media Magic stream. I am your host, Chase. So, what was the issue? Um, I had to remove my microphone and then add it back in, I guess. I can't really explain it to you. All I know is I'm using Elgato's capture card, and I'm not using any of their software, and everything is still working. Like, I don't feel like you should be getting video and audio right now, but you are. So, yeah. I can't really explain it. I'm literally just using Streamlabs OBS and grabbing the audio and video from the capture card, I guess, and I'm not using any of Elgato's software, and it appears to be working. When I was using Elgato's software, that was breaking everything. That's actually why when I was in Nemo's stream earlier, and I was in there for like 5 minutes until I realized that the Elgato software actually overrode my PC settings, so it set my default speaker sound to the Elgato sound tray. And when I went to click it to go back to my headphones to hear what was going on there, it wouldn't let me. So I actually just had to fully restart my PC. Because like I would go down in the Dropbox or the drop down menu for the speakers, and I would go to click something else, and after I clicked it, it would change back to Elgato. So it was like forcing me to use Elgato's sound tray, which has no value to me. So yeah, very predatory software from Elgato. This stream sponsored by Elgato. We will control your PC. Okay, so is everyone still here? Were you just all listening to me and not saying anything? Because I'm concerned that nobody is speaking, because I don't know if I'm still online or not. Before I forget, tomorrow we seem to have a scheduled blackout for 8 hours. I should be able to stream, but I might not be able to finish Tharmas. That's okay. You know, Tharmas sounds like thermos, like a water container. That's very fitting. My dog is also here. He's eating pepperoni in my bed right now. I still hope it won't be 8 hours. Yeah, I guess it's not up to you. Okay, so I got a couple of friends in the chat. Let's look at the Nintendo eShop before we decide to play anything. I do like my icon here. What are people playing? What's the best sellers right now? I bet it's Xenoblade 3 is the best seller. Yep, I'm gonna get it eventually. Digimon Survive is number 2. Very nice. I don't think the game is for everyone. I'm enjoying it. I bought it on Steam just in case people decide to make mods or anything for it. I feel like that could be fun. But I'm happy to see it doing well. I like Digimon as a property, and I want them to make more games. I've been thinking about getting Minecraft. I have played Pokemon Legends Arceus, and that was actually the most fun I've had in a Pokemon game in a long time. The mechanics in that game are great. I like that you can just throw Pokeballs while you're wandering around. You don't have to get into a battle or anything. Fights are very dynamic and fun, and I'm very disappointed that apparently those mechanics aren't coming back for the next game because I feel like it was a good step forward. Very nice change of pace. If you haven't played that but you're interested in Pokemon, I actually kind of recommend it. It's a different experience. You got Super Mario Party Doom Eternal is up here. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I know Samuel bought this game. He was definitely down for it. Too bad for the graphics though. That's a problem with the Switch. Its hardware is just not that powerful. Look at all these Europeans buying FIFA. FIFA 22. It's all because of you damn Europeans buying your soccer games when the superior Mario Strikers Battle League is on here. What's coming soon? I bet a bunch of hentai games. Alright. Neko-sama, the Sento. Wait, there's a Shinchan game coming out? Shinchan, me and the professor on summer vacation. What is this? Is this like just an adventure simulation game? Kazu Ayabe, director of the My Summer Vacation game series, presents a brand new adventure. Hiroshi has to go on a business trip to Kyushu, so now the entire Nohara family has decided to stay with Anne, childhood friend of Masai's in Aso, Kumamoto. But when they arrive at Kumamoto Station on their way to Aso, they meet a strange man who offers them an even stranger camera on the condition that they'll act as his witnesses. Okay, but what's the game? What is it? Genre, adventure, simulation, other. Okay, so I'm guessing it's not. Yeah. It's probably like the equivalent of 3D visual novel. Oh, Play Show Jeopardy, nice. There's a happy black woman on there. Sengoku Princess, ooh. This looks like it's up Cheese's alley. Sengoku Princess. After a time slip, the first person you run into is a female Nobunaga Oda. What? Okay, I'm gonna go on a rant. So, okay. Big boobs. Okay, everybody likes big boobs. That's fine. I understand that. Can you guys point out to me what's wrong in this image? There's two things wrong. This is going to be a legendary stream, I can tell. Anyone want to take a look at this and guess what's wrong here? Okay, I'll clue you in. Look at the text. I think I am attracted to you, as well as the fact that you be, next line, E-Trade, Sinjin, dot, space, dot. Okay, so as an independent game developer, I put a lot of time and effort into poring over the text, making sure everything, all the editing looks nice. How can you possibly look at this? You cannot push the B down to the second line and actually have the word betrayed. That you be E-Trade Shinjin. How can you release this on a worldwide console that, you know, on a major system and have an error that is this juvenile. Like, this is amateurish. Okay? I go through all of my text. I make sure that it's all edited properly. I make sure it's formatted properly. And you guys, I'm sorry. This just, maybe I'm the only person. This annoys me to no end. And also, this is, again, this is more of a personal preference, but you end up the sentence with a period. Then you have a space, and then you have 6 more periods. Okay, just have an ellipses. You either use 1 period or 3 periods. Don't use 2 periods. In my opinion, don't use more than 3. You don't need Shenzhen, period, space, and then 6 periods after. That's just totally redundant and unnecessary. Like, why? Just put Shenzhen, ... if you're going to have suspension. Listen, I'm a writer, so I'm looking at the text, how the text is composed and put together, and this is just driving me nuts looking at it. I know you guys are talking about the boobs and the art style. I'm talking about the text, because as a writer, that's what concerns me. The fact that this is just so bad. This is like when you go into Kindle and you buy like an ebook and the text is formatted all terribly and it's hardly readable. It's and this is a visual novel, right? That's what it looks like to me. So the text is basically half of the game, and you didn't even do that right. Okay. I got that little rant out of me. Again, this is probably a yeah. Well, to be fair, that looks like a stylistic thing, Nemo, because like the option button is also cut off. But there's better ways of doing that, because then the log button is also not cut off. But the artwork is fine, I guess. Cyberstep. What other gems have they put out? Isekai Bride Hunting. Okay, I saw Doki Doki Family. Isekai Bride Hunting. Oh, we got a fox girl. We got a demon girl. You're from Japan? Nice to meet you. My name is Fia. Oh, I never told you my name. I'm Chartier. I'm a Look at this. I'm a vampire space E. Oh my god. This is... It's in all of their games. With that, she brought her face close to mine. She sniffed me. Yeah, you're right. The full X is here. Although they could have made it, because it doesn't look like an X. It looks like an X, but it's like disproportionate. The X and Y values, no pun intended, are off base. You could have centered it a little more, I think. You saved me. Thank you. You saved my life. Well, you're welcome, ethnically ambiguous cat girl, I guess. I'm Kululu Erd. I'm a demon from the underworld. Please tell me you can hear my voice. Yeah. No, I didn't have a phone call. Streamlabs just shut down. It told me that it had a problem, that I was still streaming, so it should be okay, but I was not still streaming. Yeah, so we might not be doing a lot of these Elgato Switch streams. Although right now I'm just having fun looking at all of this garbage. Let's look at Doki Doki Family. The last class of the morning was at Suzune. Space period. Yep. He comes flapping to the door and hugs me. What does that mean? Comes flapping to the door? Like, is he waving his arms around and pretending to be a bird? When I went to the kitchen, Mom was preparing dinner. That's your mom? That looks like a high school kid. I'm not saying you can depend on me. You have to be PRO active and flirting with them. I can't. I was subjected to what became known as pounding management from my older sister, younger sister, and mot her. Period. Space. Period. 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 Yeah. This is some quality game making right here. And you know what? They've posted 11 games, so they must make enough money to where they can actually continue to make them. Like, listen, if you like anime or hentai stuff, that's fine, but can you, like, not support stuff that's clearly cheaply made and, like, at least make it look well done, well edited and put together? I could honestly make better games than that. Irresistible mistakes. Okay. Yeah, so the Switch has a lot of shovelware. Here's a hobo game where you play as a hobo, I guess. Huh. Hobo Simulator. Slaycation. Okay, I like the name. My Divorce Story. Why would... I don't want to play a game about people getting divorced. Isn't the whole point of games to be, like, exciting and escapist, not remind you of reality? What the hell? Treehouse Riddle. This looks like an RPG Maker game. I'm pretty sure that's an RTP. Like, look at the dressers and the boxes and whatnot. Those look like RTP assets. And yeah, that's the way that RPG Maker formats text, with the face and the text box. And that looks like 2003, the text font. Yeah, those bookshelves. I'm pretty sure that this is made in RPG Maker. Interesting. And you can tell because the text box, it doesn't have a face set there. So they didn't put the face set in, and that's why there's a gigantic space in the text box to the left. Yeah, it's definitely RPG Maker. The character graphics are original, though. So I'll give them credit, and that's a very cool background. Treehouse Riddle by Fruit Bat Factory. Have they made anything else? They have three... Oh. Paleontology Soft Seabed. Okay, so this is just a visual novel game. Like I said, Cheese, you could totally make a visual novel just in RPG Maker. I could do it. We could make a not probably a bunch of money, but we could probably make a big profit, and it wouldn't be too hard. That's apparently what people already do. After enjoying the touch of her hands for a while, I suddenly thought of something. Okay. If it's NSFW, definitely so, yeah. Okay, so one of their games is an RPG Maker game. The other is a visual novel. And this is like a shooter. This is probably made in like Unity or something. So that's interesting. They do have different styles of games. Probably, I mean, they're not big budget games, but... Oh, well. I can't make fun of them for using RPG Maker because that's what I'm using. Yeah. Oh, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid game. What is this? I forget the name of the really big busty one. I know a guy that really likes her though. Of course, his wife is also very busty, so it makes sense. I guess this is a shooter. What do you call these? I'm trying to think. There's like a famous indie game that had a similar style like this, where you're going vertically up the screen. And what's the name of that game? It had really good music. This was like at least a decade ago. I can't remember. It was like an indie-ish game, I think. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, Chorogon Breath, burst forth. SD Gundam. Is this an action game? What is it? Chibi Gundam. When I was a kid, I actually had they sold these like figure sets of Gundams that were like very chibi, like big head, deformed body, that kind of thing. I always had a bunch of them. Oh no. I can't show how much longer I have on Nintendo Switch Online. Hang on. So far, it doesn't really seem like there's much of interest to me coming out. This does make me feel better about my chances at releasing my game on the Switch, though. I mean, remember when Nintendo had the seal of quality? That's not there anymore. Then again, even when they had the seal of quality, there were some like shitty games back in the day. Let's be real. Even on the NES and SNES, there were some really bad games. There's a Made in Abyss game, huh? And JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm guessing that's a fighting game. Yeah, it's a fighting game. Temtem. I'm surprised this has actually entered a final stage. This is the Pokemon knockoff game. Nemo, what do you think of these monster designs? Like, look at these two. What do you think of that, Nemo? You like these designs for the monsters? Not too bad? I don't know. There's something about it that just feels a little flat to me. But that's just me personally. But they're a bit uninspired. Yeah, that's maybe that's more where I was thinking. I don't know. Is Cheese still here? Cheese, what do you think of these monster designs? If you're here, if not, then I'll move on. He just says, You have to agree with me or Nemo. I guess Nemo and I were saying the same thing. Yeah, I tend to agree. I kind of like this green one on the side, but it's not all that interesting. This one right here is... I don't know what to make of it. I'm not a big fan of the eyes, I guess. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Mr. Royale with cheese. Yeah, very cell shaded, which is probably meant to mask the fact that it's not very graphically powerful or inclined. I guess that's kind of what cell shading is used for these days. When cell shading was used in Wind Waker, obviously a lot of people criticized Wind Waker when it first came out, but I feel like it gave it like its own neat aesthetic. Ooh, look at this. This is definitely a Square game, right? Yeah. I knew it was a Square game just by looking at this character art. The Diofield Chronicle. Ooh. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this art style. It's sort of the Octopath and Bravely Default character art. I wish I could get someone to do character art like this for my game. Although I did commission somebody to do a very nice piece featuring the main character. It's quite good. Maybe I'll show it sometime. What is this? Oh, is it like a tactical game? That's interesting. Yeah, like when you look at the screenshot, they kind of look like clay figures here, but you can definitely see the anime-ish influence, but it still has a more of a grounded, I guess. It's not like Persona or something. It's not very cartoonish. Well, this looks interesting. I still haven't played Triangle Strategy, though, so maybe I'll put that on the back burner. That is a terrible name for a game, by the way. I can't believe they just called the game Triangle Strategy. It's the same thing with Octopath Traveler. Like, Square lately has been very bad about naming their games. Oh, Nier Automata. That's coming out in a couple months, I guess. For anyone that hasn't played Nier. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. I love Mario plus Rabbids. I didn't think I'd like it because of the Rabbids, but it's a way better game than it has any right to be. If you like tactical stuff, like if you enjoy oh my gosh. My mind just blanked. What's that game? The one with the aliens? Please, somebody help me out.